Yeah, I mean, you're right. Let's switch. But I mean, this is kind of not even switching subjects. But I brought that up to say this. Like you just said, we're also desensitized, and it's kind of like we're not even ourselves because you got social media.
Yeah.
We got future helping the kids, and that's why I'm so sad, man. I'm about to bring a baby in this world in a couple weeks. Like you got young ones, you got twins.
Yeah.
Now there's some wild shit. This world that we fucking living in, man. Like we got people. Not only do we got Future trying to tell kids to kill themselves, and all these other artists, but now you got fucking social media. Did you hear about this shit? It's called the Blue Whale Challenge. You hear about that
Now
shit?
tell me about that. Tell me
This
about
shit
that.
is the shit on, and it's wild how you run into this shit, right? Is
You know
this
what? I think I seen blue whale as in like
yeah whale?
the animal.
Yeah, whale.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
shit on. It's a
I
shit
think
on.
I seen some.
Is it? And I told you I'm so fucking over these challenges. The only challenge I like is the Bow Wow challenge. But I'm not even going to get these jokes off. This shit is serious. So since we just talked about Hernandez suicide, talking about Future and Kehlani suicide shit, and kind of to go back into this, Kehlani attempted to kill herself back then. I don't know if you remember. She was
She was dating Kyrie Irving.
yeah, she was dating Kyrie and got caught when Party put that picture up, and she was saying how she gonna kill herself and all this kind of shit. And everybody on Twitter was egging her on like, do it, some wild shit. So there's history there. But now, like I said, this wild shit. You got twins, you got young twins. I'm about to bring a baby into this world in a couple weeks. Like we got that shit we got to worry about. We got to worry about fucking Instagram. Like there's this shit called the Blue Whale Challenge. And what this Blue Whale Challenge is it's fucking like you there's an app, right? So soon as you even try to go on Instagram and tag and hashtag Blue Whale Challenge, a pop-up comes up. A pop-up comes up and says some warning shit. Like try it. It's a fucking anyone listening, try it. It's a pop-up shit that comes up and says some shit like say kind words to people. You never know what someone's going through and all this shit. And then it says, and then it has like, you know how like a, let's say a text message comes up and it says like, you could click it. So it gives you 3 fucking options after that comes up. It says, do you want to, ask for help? It says, do you want to ask for help or do you want to see the post anyway? Or some shit like that. Like that's crazy. That's fucking crazy, right? So then,
I see it right now.
yeah, that's some fucking wild. That's some wild shit. Yeah, it says ask for help or do you want to see these posts anyway? It's a little pop up. As soon as you put in Blue Whale Challenge into your search on Instagram. So with
that's crazy. Oh my god.
What this Blue Whale Challenge is fucking it's a fucking quote unquote game. I'm so sick of this shit, right? It's a quote unquote game. It's like an app or something. So you download this app, right? And then when you download the app, since it's on the internet, and I don't even know if this is true or not. Like this could be all a hoax. I don't know. But it's some fucking sick shit. I don't even know if it's true or not. But we just gonna report from what we know. Could be a hoax. We don't know. But excuse me. You download the app, and the app has, since it's an app, like you have all your personal information in it, right? So you got credit cards, you got your name. I mean, personal information when you sign up for an app. You know they can get all the information from you. So the app kind of takes over your phone, and they said you can't delete the app. And it sounds like a movie. I don't even know if it's fucking true. Even me saying that out loud makes me like, damn, is this fucking true? 'Cause it's making me mad by fucking saying it out loud. I don't even know if it's true or not. But you can't delete the app, and I mean there are mad apps that you can't delete. We all know that that's true. So far, sounds true. There are apps you can't delete that Apple put on, and people can fucking hack that shit. So it's true, right? So the app makes you do certain shit every day or some shit. Like it will be like cut your wrist or draw this sign on you or fucking whatever for 50 days. This tells you to do one thing every day, and you have to post a picture to prove that you did it. So if you got the app tells you, okay, day 1, gotta cut your wrist. So you gotta cut your wrist, and then you gotta take a picture, post it on the app and on Instagram or whatever to show the proof. And that day 50, it says for you to fucking commit suicide or some shit or whatever. If you don't do any of this shit, then they'll kill you, someone you love, or they'll release your personal information or all this crazy shit. And saying it out loud kind of makes me like, damn dog, like this could be a hoax, but if it's real, like what the fuck? And I wouldn't even be surprised if it's real, cause it's some crazy shit that we live in, man. It sounds like a Law and Order fucking SVU episode. That's some wild shit, right? You reading this shit right now?
Bro, I don't even want to take that shit into my spirit, man. I stopped looking at that shit, man.
Yeah,
like,
the video, they got people on there cutting. I looked at it on when you I put look anyway. They got people graphic,
cutting. Man. It's little kids.
It's little kids, right? That's some wild shit. That's some wild shit. So I mean, like, when I bring Camila in this world, I'm like, damn, like, I gotta worry about this shit. I gotta worry about apps. Now you more than ever, you gotta worry about what you put on the app with when they get their phone time, because your twins. I mean, they at that age, right? They get
nah. They don't use electronics. We don't use any touchscreen, nothing right now.
That's good. I mean, because kids be like 6 months and they know what a cell phone is. It's wild.
That's crazy to me. That's goofy to me.
It's wild.
That to me is goofy to me, man.
Yeah, it's wild.
They know how to work an iPad, but don't know how to freaking turn a page of a real book. Like, nah, we do real books over here.
Yeah,
we do flashcards over here.
That's dope. Like, that's dope parenting. So salute to y'all.
The only electronics that they utilize is the TV when we watch Sesame Street or Little Bill. Right. That's it.
That's salute to y'all on that. That's definitely doing the right way. Because now, like you said, like, I'm worried. I'm like, damn, I don't even know what the fuck. Like, I got proof of all this stuff. I mean, not even proof that for them, but you got proof that for yourself too. Like you said, you don't want to take it in your spirit. That shit that I saw, and it just made me like, wow, what the fuck? Like, this is the shit that we got. And I mean, like I said, it could be fake. But at the end of the day, it's trending, and
I think this is real.
It's trending. Real. So even if it's not real, you get all them copycat people who that's an idea for them to do this shit, and that's an idea for people to think it's cool. Oh, I'm gonna act like this is real, and I'm gonna really cut myself. Like, it's wild shit, man. So I mean, anybody need to get help? I don't even know. I mean, I didn't want to even make this into a sentimental podcast and shit for this last couple minutes, but I believe in this whole suicide awareness and suicide prevention. I believe in that shit. That's just something I believe in. I'm all for jokes everywhere else, but this is one thing I'm not. So, like I said, anyone can Google that. You guys got suicide prevention hotlines. You got all that kind of stuff. So please take that stuff, take initiative. Even if one person listens to this podcast and hears that, or if 100 people listen, I don't even fucking know. But we are on YouTube, and I don't know who's viewing. But like I said, just make sure anybody, even if you are one person listening to this, tell your friend, tell your neighbor, tell your best friend. Just talk about it. Put up a status about there's help if you need it on suicide, because you don't know what anybody's going through. So that's the little PSA. And now we're going to get back into some more fuck shit real quick to end the podcast. Because it is called fake hair, and the whole definition is fake hair. This fucking Dove soap. Why the fuck does people care what the fuck Dove soap is doing?
What happened with Dove soap,
Yo,
bro?
Fucking Dove soap.
Y'all feel like I live under a rock, man. Like, what?
This shit is on my timeline. Like, what the fuck, man? Yo, listen, my timeline, I got an Instagram model, and then some fuck shit. Bow Wow challenge, Instagram model, sports, Instagram model, fuck shit. So then this fuck shit popped up. Dove soap is under this huge mass. And remember how the Pepsi went under fire for what they did? Now
Which
Dove,
they should have.
Right, yep. So now Dove soap is having a whole bunch of problems because they came out and they trying to be nice. They trying to be good, but you can tell Pepsi didn't have nobody black on the team, on the marketing team when that rolled out. And now Dove soap, they didn't have no one black on it. But then at the end of the day, I'm not even mad. Even as a black man, I'm not even mad because the shit they get mad at, dog, I would never take a day out of my day to get mad. So what happened is Dove soap rolled out different shapes of bottles, right?
Okay.
They rolled out round bottles, tall skinny bottles, tall thick bottles, you know, skinny small bottles. Sure. They put different types of bottles out for soap, right? And they wanted to make it like these are different shapes of bodies, right?
Okay.
But all of them are still white. Like, all the bottles are still white. Wait, so now Black Twitter and Shea Butter Twitter and shit, and everybody's getting fucking mad. Everyone's getting fucking mad that all of them are still fucking white and they're boycotting buying fucking Dove soap.
As they should.
What? They should. Are you
Yes.
fucking kidding me? If you care what color the fucking soap is.
Oh, I mean, look, this is the thing, right? We are in the age of information. We are in the age of Aquarius. We're going into that. People are getting hip to shit now, man. We're not tolerating.
But it's soap, though.
We're not tolerating the fuck shit, just like they had the sun shade moisture. Them the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Like, we're not tolerating it, man. Like, you gotta think of how much capital black people in America have, man.
Yeah.
You have to think about how much we actually give into this capitalistic society. We spend a lot of money, but most of the things that we spend our money on do not represent us. That is a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and
I'm all for it. If you're not going to represent me,
which soap company
I'm not
paid you?
spending my money with you.
Which soap company paid you?
Huh?
Which soap company paid you to say that? Did their competitor come out?
None, man. None. Shit, because I feel like this, man. Like, you have a lot of people that's going natural right now. Shit, if you can't find something, make your own soap. It's not hard to make soap.
Did Head and Shoulders pay you? Did they cut the check? Did Head and Shoulders cut the check?
Hey, I need the bag.
They gave you the bag? Black Lives Matter / Shea Butter.
I need the bag, man.
Shea soap.
I'm trying to revitalize Black Wall Street, baby. We gotta start spending money with ourselves, man.
You right.
And that's just a fact, though. And people don't like to hear that. When people hear that, like, oh, here they go again preaching. Oh man, here they go. No, but it's a fact. Like, we gotta stop spending our money in places that don't represent us nor want us. They only want our dollar.
But do you think that the soap, though, of all things, like, I'm with you right now. But the soap, though, of all things, you really think, and that's their fault, though, because they didn't have anybody on their marketing team to allow them no fam. This ain't gonna cut it. You need to put different colors of, or maybe put like pink bottles and blue bottles to show that it's not just about skin. Whatever you gotta do.
Well, what was but is it Dove? Aren't Dove bottles white anyway?
That's what I'm saying. They already white. That's why I'm like, I'm not really looking at it this much. That's like me saying Elmer's glue should come out with brown fucking bottle glue.
What?
Or Puerto Rican.
I know y'all always been white, but now it's time to be brown, tan, red, whatever. We're not flying with that no more.
Listen.
Get rid of the white bottles, B. we want colorful bottles, B. Get a black bottle in there. Get a red bottle in there.
Hey, I'm cool. Just stop shooting us. I'm cool. You can keep your white bottle. I'm cool. Just don't shoot us anymore. And I'm cool.
But
like, you can keep your white bottle stuff. Elmer's
But it's
glue.
not even that. They shooting us and they drying out our skin.
Yeah, just don't kill us no more.
Dove not for melanated people, beloved.
Nah.
I hate to be that one. I hate to be
Does
that one
anyone
because a
use
lot
Dove?
of people like, yo.
Does anyone
Dove is
use
not for
Dove?
melanated people, beloved.
I don't even know the last time I used Dove before.
Oh,
I think I did a 3-hour stint in jail, and I think I used Dove that time.
Did it dry your skin out?
Yeah. I don't know. I was in jail probably, so I don't even remember.
Oh damn, you got locked up. I didn't know that.
Allegedly, not really. Because I don't know who's listening. Not really, but let's change subject.
That's some high sedity shit though. We gotta talk about that. That's some high sedity shit. Like they had Dove soap in the pen.
You know they got bar soaps in the jail.
But
They
it's
probably
Dove.
don't.
It's not some makeshift shit.
It might be dollar store. I don't know. I for sure wasn't taking a shower. I'm in there for 3 hours. Fuck, I'm gonna take a shower, fool. I just saw the shit. I synced it.
I synced it.
Like, I don't even know. But, I mean, it seems to me like jail has a lot of shit that's not for us, too. So maybe Dove soap is in there. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe Dove is in there, man.
But
Pepsi.
they got Pepsi and they got Dove in jail. You can't get a peanut butter. Did you hear they cut back the jelly? So now there's not even peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in jail. You can only get peanut butter and bread. Like, that's the budget cut. That's wild shit, right? At least in Jersey. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is anywhere else, but at least in Jersey, they don't got jelly in jail. Some wild shit.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Like, talk about budget cuts. Like, niggas can't, like, that's what made the list. That, like, yo, fam, we can't get jelly no more. But nothing else made the list. Like, we couldn't cut any.
Like, they're cutting public education out of there.
Yeah. You can't cut something else.
In our communities, like, come on, they cutting a lot of shit. And they what's that chick's name? Betsy DeVoe. They got her the fuck out of there at that HBCU down in Florida. They got her the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Anyway, We don't want to hear that. Melt that degree, sir. But that's what we need to be talking about, Chris. Melt that degree. That's the saying of 2017. Melt it.
Hey.
Fuck out of here.
I'm with it. You just said I'm getting them the fuck out of here. Got her the fuck out. Another person just got out. Shit happened today. L.A. Reid. L.A. Reid got out.
What?
Yeah. He's out. Yeah, L.A. Reid out. That's some wild shit, right? If you
Wait. Wait, I don't know what kind of rock I'm living under, but it's a very peaceful one.
Yeah.
I'm just
you
saying
good.
that.
Hey,
I don't know,
trust
I don't know
be
nothing
clear.
about
There's
none of
nothing.
this stuff,
Be
bro.
clear. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being under a rock. Be clear.
What the hell happened to L.A. Reid?
He just stepped down. He stepped down. He was gonna run that shit into the ground just like he did fucking Def Jam, all that shit. He was gonna run it into the ground. Fucking what was this shit called? Started with an A.
Who?
The fucking label. I can't remember. It was a label started with an A. It's like
Is it called like Arista?
Yeah, Arista something, whatever. But yeah, he's running this shit into the ground, man. All L.A. Reid been good for was R&B. He's not known for much more. So I mean, I just remember.
R&B. We don't even have R&B no more. So I guess we really don't need L.A. no more, man.
Yeah, that's it. But he's the fuck out of there. We about to get Dove Soap the fuck out of here. We about to get fucking Pepsi Bin the fuck out of here. I mean, what's left? I don't know. And I'm not even gonna make that joke, but that's just gonna be some wild shit. But the last thing I kind of want to get into, man. Do we care about Kanye in Wyoming?
Do we care about Kanye and what?
And did you hear that? You under this fucking rock. Listen, that's why
this peaceful rock,
that's why
bro.
I fuck with you. That's why I fuck with you on this podcast.
I'm like living in Zen, bro. Like it's very blissful under my rock.
That's why I fuck with you on this podcast, though. I think that is perfect because it's like you school me on some shit. Then when I school you some shit, it's all organic. Like you like holy shit.
I really don't be knowing, bro.
Kanye's fucking living in Wyoming working on his album.
Okay.
Who the fuck lives in where's Wyoming, first of all? If I had a map, you know where Wyoming is?
Somewhere in fucking middle America, I guess, ain't it?
I have no idea fucking doubt. I was trying to get you to help me. I didn't even fucking know. I don't know if I'm gonna get on now.
Is there any black people there and shit? I don't know.
Is Kanye black anymore?
No. No, he's not.
Is Kanye black anymore?
That's why he's there.
Yeah,
black,
this nigga's on Get Out, man. Kanye should have got out when he had a chance. He can't.
He's in a sunken place.
He's in a sunken place, man. Now that nigga living in Wyoming. That nigga,
he's trying to be like Bon Iver, man. Get him the fuck out of here.
That nigga wildin', man. But listen, if this new album is fire, we gonna fuck with it. If this new album is fire, we gonna fuck with it. And everybody's gonna be going to Wyoming to record. That's some dope shit. Cause it's gotta be quiet.
But that already happens, bro. Like, I hate to make this into a white and black thing, but a lot of white artists do that. They go into the wilderness. They go into they stay up in a cabin for a year, and they work on their album. That's what the dude Bon Iver did. That's the dude that Kanye West uses on his albums.
And rappers,
he's a genius, Bon Iver, man. Like that.
Rappers just go to Starlets. Rappers just go to Starlets and Aces and live on Sunday. They don't go like this nigga going to Wyoming.
That's good though. But that's good. I mean, I'm all in support of it. All jokes aside, I'm in support of it. Hey. You know, nature. Let him go to let him go back to nature. Let him get inspired. You know what I mean? Let him go into a sense of isolation and be with himself. Be one with himself. Because where was he working on his albums before? Like in Paris and all these other different places.
He did Pablo, and that's what Drake do too. Drake, that's why he always had them freestyles like 6 a.m. in Dallas or 5 p.m. in wherever, 4 p.m. in Calabasas.
Nah, Kanye needs to go and get away from it all. He needs to go get away from it all. And then maybe on this new album, if he's still not talking about anything, if he's still talking about people bleaching their booty holes, we can officially get him the fuck out of here.
I don't know, man. But
if he goes to this place and he becomes inspired by just being in a natural scene, you know, allowing God's presence to beam down on him. Yeah, let's.
Hey, that's the ultralight beam. If I get it 2 a.m. in Wyoming, I'm done. If I get a freestyle 2 a.m. in Wyoming, it's a wrap. Because all them Drake Jones was fire. All them Drake Jones was fire. All them Jones was fire. Them Drake 4 p.m. in Calabasas, 6 a.m. in Dallas, 4 whatever. All them shits was fire. If I get a 2 a.m. in Wyoming freestyle from Kanye, oh man, I'm all for the shits. I'm all for Wyoming. And to kind of rap and end it on this shit, I was listening to the Everyday Struggle, John, and Joe Budden and the academics in the desk. They were talking about, since we're talking about Kanye, to end this podcast real quick, how many classic albums does Kanye have, do you think? Because their argument is, all right, let's see what your argument is. Do you think College Dropout is a classic?
Yeah.
All right, we agree there. Do you think Late Registration's a classic?
Yeah.
I agree there. Do you think Graduation is a classic?
Yes.
I agree there. What else? 808s and Heartbreak?
Definitely.
I don't agree. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence.
He shifted the game. You gotta look.
But he didn't really. But I thought the same thing too. But then Joe Budden and they made a point that that's what Andre was doing too with the Love Below. That kind of made the point, and I was like, I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No.
I think 808s definitely shifted the game, but Andre was doing this shit. Andre was that singing nigga doing all these things on the track before your Kid Cudis, before your Kanyes, before your Drakes, before all them. He was doing the same thing. I don't know. I don't know.
Chris, no, Chris.
All right, shortly,
No, Chris.
Briefly, tell me why. Tell me briefly
You
why.
can't like come on, 808s. Just listen to Below. Listen to the Love Below, and then listen to
the concept,
808s.
the concept of Love Below. And Kanye has said that's where Kanye got his concept from. So Kanye's on there saying that he was inspired.
Yeah, you could get inspired by it, but it's nothing like it.
Where was he at? Where was he when he made 808s, do you think?
He was in a dark place. He was in a dark ass place. Like then his mom passed away and all of that.
Yeah, that was right. That was right with it, right?
Dark, bro.
Yeah,
that album was fucking dark.
I love the album. But I mean, it's kind of like, for me to say classic, I'm not sure yet. I'm not really sure classic.
It is
because
a classic
then we're basically
it shifted.
All right.
It shifted music.
So then with that, so you basically got 4 classics so far. You got College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation. You got 808s. That's 4 classics.
And look, this is how I know I'm a real one, because I don't even like 808s. I don't like it as an album, me personally. But I can sit back and analyze what it did for music.
Oh, the whole sound. The whole sound of music.
Up after that. Think about all the people that came up after 808s.
Yeah, everything with Travis.
Standard.
Everything Travis is doing now, everything that they all doing. Yeah, that sounds exactly like it. I'm with that, but I'm kind of thinking maybe.
It's not the Love Below.
There was a lot from Love. I'm gonna go back because after I heard that interview, I mean not the interview, listen to that, but I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow. I want to listen to see the thing. So you got 4. You got 4 classics. What do you think about Dark, Twisted, Beautiful Nightmare or whatever?
Fantasies, I like it.
I think. Do you think that's classic? I think that's a classic to me.
Yeah, I think that was the last good Kanye album.
But that's 5 classics. That's crazy. That's hard to do. 5 classics in that short span of time. Don't you think that's giving him a little too much? Like Jay-Z don't even have that many classics.
He's not Jay-Z. And Jay-Z not Kanye. They have different
so you would put Kanye.
They have different influences.
So when you put him as a classic, do you put it from where do you go from? Because I mean, you can't rate them the same when you say classics, but that's hard. That's hard for me to say Kanye got more classics than Jay-Z. That's hard for me. I mean, it's hard to say because it sounds off the rips of it sounds blasphemous, but it's not. It's one of them things. If somebody says something wild, it sounds wild until you sit and you actually break it down. You know what I mean?
It don't sound wild to me.
That sounds wild to say he got 5 classics.
Jay-Z had a chance. Jay-Z keep trying to rap. Like, what the fuck is Jay-Z doing these days? Like,
well, new Jay-Z, we not rolling with. I don't really take anything serious after Blueprint 2. Truthfully, I really don't take a Jay-Z album serious.
You don't fuck with American Gangsta, yo?
I fuck with that. Well, that was after. I mean, that wasn't really a Jay-Z album, though. That was kind of like a soundtrack.
Yeah, it was?
That was kind of like a soundtrack, though. It
But it was all Jay-Z.
I know, but what I'm saying is he was rapping as if he was, you know what I mean, the whole Frank Lucas and all that shit. I'm not counting that as a Jay-Z album because yes, it was a Jay-Z album, but he's rapping about like old, you see what I'm trying to say? I'm talking about like what his music meaning, like I'm rapping about my life. He was kind of not rapping about his life. Even though a lot of that shit that happened with Frank Lucas happened in his life. So I'm not really counting that as it, but I fuck with American Gangster. I fuck with Fallen. I fuck with American Dreamin'. I fuck with Fallen. I fuck with Success is my shit. With Nas.
I fuck with the whole album.
Fucking No Hook for this shit. I know I fuck with it all. I love that shit, but I just don't count it when I'm talking about his discography when I mean from a Jay-Z album like a Reasonable Doubt, like that thing when you're rapping about your life. I kind of set it to the side, but I fuck with it. That is a great, great fucking album. Amazing. The joint, what was the joint with Beanie Siegel? Ignorant Shit or something?
Yeah, man.
Hard.
Like, yo,
that shit hard. That shit is so. I gotta go back. No.
My respect on that, man.
No, my respect is on it.
Don't try to pull that from his discography.
Nah. No. My respect is on it, but I'm talking more when you're talking about your life. That's what I mean. You gotta see what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about it don't count. I'm talking about albums about his life. It just seems like a different album. It is an amazing album that I fuck with. Every song on there and that shit is hard. But when I'm talking about like Blueprint, Reasonable Doubt, Streets is Why, all that shit, Volume 1, all that shit is about his life. This was kind of one that he did for the movie and shit. So I kind of look at it in a different light. But it is so far. It's better to me. I think the album is one of his best albums. That's one of his best albums, hands down.
For the movie, inspired him.
Yeah, but I don't know.
The movie inspired him.
It did, and it was hard.
It was hard. He got into that zone, into that artistic space.
But he's not rapping about himself.
It don't matter.
That's why I'm
about themselves.
But that's why I take it away. That's where I take it away from the other shit in that sense. I'm not saying that it loses credit at all. I'm just saying when I talk about that shit, I'm taking that side a little bit off. I'm putting that on a pedestal by itself because that is a great album, and I'm about to go back and listen to that Ignorant Shit when he said, I missed the part when we stopped talking about I Miss. He said Scarface the rapper did more than Scarface the movie did more than Scarface the rapper to me. He killed that whole shit. Everything on there I fuck with.
Yeah, like
he said, what you said, what I'm spitting is worse than these celebrities showing they kidding, you kidding. He killed that shit. But I just put that to a pedestal by itself. Like, that's got its own pedestal. That's on its own. It's hard to say that, like, before that. Like, I fuck with Blueprint. Blueprint 2 Black Album, man. I can see how some people can say it's good because it got a lot of radio hits, but I'm not really fucking with it.
I don't fuck with radio. So
I fuck with Blueprint. If it was all one disc on that joint, I would have fucked with it more. Because a lot of B-sides made it on. The original joints with the fucking I don't know. It's kind of hard. Like I look back at all his titles, but it's hard to say that Kanye, when Jay-Z is known as Jay-Z and Kanye is known as Kanye, it's hard to say Kanye has more albums that are classics than Jay-Z. But people think Drake got classic. Do you think Drake has a classic album?
Can we go to Drake talk again?
I don't think so. And we're gonna get off this. We're gonna keep it.
I think he does.
We're gonna keep this real short. I'm not gonna stay on this Drake shit.
You gotta look at like if they are influencing an entire culture, if they're pushing it forward and it's in a different direction. But I mean, I feel like there's a few good Drake albums out there.
Yeah, they all good. Absolutely, they all good. I just don't think I think his closest thing to a classic is Take Care. I think that's his and not Fake Hair for people who think I got a list when I speak. Take Care. Was good. Take Care.
You don't like Nothing Was the Same?
Oh, I like them all. I fuck with them all except for Views and except for More Life. I fuck with all the rest. And except for If You're Reading This Too Late, and except for I guess I don't fuck with them all. And except for that joint he did with Future. Only ones I really fuck with, Nothing Was the Same. I was just listening to that the other day when I was gardening and shit. Put Nothing was the Same on. That's garden music. That's
why you doing the housework with Drake on? Like, why you?
Drake put you in that mood, man. He put you in that garden mood, yo.
Nah, Drake make me want to slap my exes, dog.
Drake make me want to. Drake make me want to call my exes,
Drake
man.
make me want to call my ex and be like, "Yo, you hurt me."
Yeah. That girl that didn't give me the chocolate milk, man. That girl didn't give me the chocolate milk in second grade, man. She hurt me. I need the internet to find her.
Yeah.
But I think Drake's album would probably be Take Care or Nothing Was the Same. Hey, if this baby mom claim is true, his next album's gonna be a classic. Straight up. And that's the end. It's gonna be a classic. We're going into Drake shit. But I think that's gonna be a classic if this baby mom.
I don't want to end the Drake shit. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of other artists that could get some shine. Just came out with a new album. How you feel about Logic? You know what I mean?
I didn't even listen to it. I saw what you said. I ain't really listen to it. I'm not really. I wasn't. I'm listening to some R&B right now. I'm not really listening to Logic. It came up on my Google Play, but I'm gonna probably listen to it. I'm definitely, because I heard a lot of great things about the album. So
it's a great album.
I definitely want to give it some play. And I kind of wanted to end the podcast with kind of saying too, like, since we were talking about albums, y'all need to go back and listen to Wale again, man.
I did. Not even to cut you off, and I still don't like it.
You still don't like it? And you know the funny shit is, you know what's funny too, when people say not to cut you off, but they cut you off. That's the
funny. Not to cut you off, but to cut you off.
Yeah. No, you still don't like it, man. That's got, and he did that shit for the radio. He did that shit for they fucked that up. His rollout was fucked up because he has a lot of songs on there that are radio songs, and he did the whole Justin Bieber type song with that My Love. That fucking Fine Girl Go Hard, that's a radio song. That's gonna be a hit in the clubs. He did it right.
Who cares about that now?
They do, not me. They do.
Who's they?
The people who listen to that shit. That's the problem, and that's one thing me and you agree with. But we gotta realize me and you are from different cloths. I had to realize this, and I don't want to. I hate this. I hate when people made this argument. That, oh, it's a fucking club song, or it's a song that's going to go on the radio. I fucking hate radios. I never listen to the radio. I can't even tell you the last time I listened to the radio. If it's not sports talk radio I listen to. I don't know the last time I ever listened to Power 99 or whatever it's called. None of them shit. But that's what they care about. The other people who are streaming. The people that aren't me and you. They care about albums that have radio hits and things that you can spin, and I fucking hate it. I don't like it.
The radio has been dead for so long.
Exactly, but that's what people want to fucking hear. That's what these execs want.
Who are these
L.A. Reid. That's why L.A. Reid got fired. That's why L.A. Reid got fired. L.A.'s like family.
Waterhead ass Saturday, man. They got L.A. Waterhead ass Saturday.
Yeah, like that's the shit.
But like, yo, like the radio, like, but I blame Wale, bro, because it's just like, yo, like your mentor, like your big homie Rick Ross is not doing that.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
He's not doing that. He's putting out good albums, so there's no excuse.
But it's because Wale feels like he has to do that shit because the whole consensus and Rick Ross is a loved guy. He's a lovable person. Wale's not for whatever reason, but this was forced. This was forced. This album was forced. He put a lot of radio type songs in there, and it was forced. It was definitely forced, but I still love it. I love Fine Girl. I love CeCe White, and the reason I love the John CeCe White is because he's doing what I love what rappers do. That whole what's that shit called, man? What was that shit called when you're rapping about one thing but you mean another thing? It was a whole fucking thing that we had. He got a lot
of metaphors and similes in that.
But that shit was dope. He was talking about cocaine like it was a girl.
But that was probably the best song on the album. I can't.
Fine Girl, Fashion Week, go hard still. The song Shine that ends it go hard. Thank God, Running Back is trash with Lil Wayne. That shit was trash.
Yo, the first half of the album, I'm like, what is this?
Nah.
Man, like,
he got the joint with the Colombian Heights. I fuck with that because my fiance Colombian, so I gotta fuck with that.
But come on, man, like, you might try and hear that. Shout out to Colombia, but ain't nobody trying.
I had to hit it to Yamo no bueno.
Ain't nobody trying.
That's how he sounded. She hates that shit. She said he sounded so fucking crazy. She's like, why? And she said that shit. She was like, I don't like when he said that. And I'm like, why? Because you don't like when black people speak fucking Spanish. So how am I supposed to speak to the fucking? Yeah, I mean, I'm off that. But I was pissed off. I tried to use a racist joke. I tried to use a Dove. Tried to be like Dove. Tried to get mad. Tried to get fake woke.
It's just like, but it's like, nah, like to her, like in her native language, it probably sounds goofy as shit.
It sounds like when a lot of people, and I'm not even gonna say white people, because most white people can do it right. I'm talking about when people who can't do it right, white, black, Puerto Rican, Spanish, and they say shit like dab and lit and shit like that. People who do that shit and they do it wrong. That's probably what it sounded like when Wale said the Te Amo John. That's probably what it sounded like. So I can agree because that dab got killed.
I don't like the way Wale is talking. I don't like that shit. Like, come on, get out of here.
Go back and listen to Fashion Week Go Hard with G-Eazy. That shit hard. That shit hard.
I'm telling you, I don't like that album, bro. I don't like it.
All right, listen again. Like. Third time's a charm. Third time's a charm.
The mixtape that he came out prior to the album is better than the album.
I ain't like the mixtape. The Miami Nights or some shit, whatever it was called, or
that
Blue
was
Moon,
better than the,
some shit. I ain't like that. I wasn't with it.
I'm gonna say this. If Wale just like cared more about like, even though he's signed to a label, if he moved like an independent artist and he really got hit to like what he wants to do, like fuck the radio, fuck the club, fuck that. Like, you don't need that anymore. Chance the Rapper art should have showed y'all motherfuckers that you don't need that. You don't need to be in a strip club. You don't need to be on the radio. You know what I mean? To win. Like, if he just like went back to like Groundhog Day and like do that, you're going to win. People will fuck with you, dog. Like, you don't gotta do this like goofy shit. Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still fuck with him. I still fuck with Wale.
Get Wale the fuck out of there, man.
I still fuck. Hey, listen.
And then that he went up to Complex and tried to air out DJ Academics. Like, DJ Academics, I might not like some of the stuff that he does. You know what I mean? Because he is a gossip queen. But it's like, yo, like he is the voice of these young people right now, man. Like, people listen to DJ Academics.
But that's the truth.
That's a fact.
That's I mean, to end this and to get off it and end the podcast, that is a true kind of shit. Like, Wale said that at one point, like, how are you of all people calling me corny? That's some shit that would piss me off too. I think that's what that's all he was trying to say. You're one of the corniest of corny people, and you represent a lot of corny people, and you over here calling me corny. That part would get me mad. That part would get me mad too. I'm just gonna be real.
Why?
Because listen, if a corny person called you corny, you would feel some kind of way.
He didn't call Wale corny though. He said that people are calling him corny.
Yeah, but the way Academics comes across. I mean,
I'm turning into Joe Budden now. Go back to that interview and I lost my voice. Go back to that interview.
The way he comes across, yes, they are calling him corny, but the way Academics said a whole bunch of fucking shit. It was past that. I'm not talking about that. This is months ago. This is a year ago. This is years ago. Because guess what? Internet picked it right the fuck back up. Academics called him corny. Academics tried to slide on that interview and say, I'm not calling you corny. I loved you. It was fucking what I'm hearing. And what did Joe Budden say? He said you need to bring that same energy that you was talking, because a year ago, Academics was saying Wale's corny. A year ago when in Academics did this little interview that I watched on his show. And he did a little interview on his show where he said Wale reached out to him and tried to say, hey, you should do my interview. Way back in the day. Not back in the day, like 2 years ago. And Academics was like, he said, oh, I didn't reach back out to him. And he's talking to his boy on his little YouTube thing he got. And he's like, shout out to YouTube though, because we on YouTube. So it's not a little YouTube thing. Shout out to him. But anyway, he's like, yo, I mean, what do I look like? These some corny. I want to be with a corny rapper. So he did call him corny, but he tried to dodge the fade and say he ain't said.
We know that DJ Academics is corny.
Yeah.
We know that. But
I'm not letting a corny nigga call me corny. I can be corny, but I'm not going to let a corny nigga tell me that. Like, I'm going to be mad. But
it's not corny. It's not corny people calling him corny. It's people like me calling him corny. I'm not corny.
No, but your Academics is, and we agreed that he is.
But fuck Academics.
The people he represent. The people he represent are corny.
But what about me? What
That's
about
different.
me? What about you? What
Yeah, we're
about you?
different. We're different. So I'm not gonna get mad at me or you calling them corny. But to some people, we would be corny. But I'm not talking about us.
And you gotta ask me why I'm calling Wale corny. I'm calling Wale corny based on the shit that Wale does.
Yeah, but you know the
not
thing
based on
is,
who he is.
and
Like, if I see him in person, I'm like, yeah, you corny. No.
Yeah,
the
but
shit
you-
that you show, you're
but
corny.
you know the thing though. A lot of people aren't calling them corny that way. A lot of people are calling them corny because they hear other people calling them corny, and
and that's corny.
Exactly. That's why I mean by corny. People are calling them corny because they not. You have a reason. That's different. A lot of people, they just go with the flow. Like, they can't even tell you why they think he's corny, but they just hear that that's the overall consensus.
But nah, bro. I think that Wale has this whole. There's a perception of him now.
Yeah.
And he created that perception that's out there. He did that single-handedly. He lashes out on any type of criticism that he gets.
Yeah, that's true.
But he wants it. Out like
he
a
wants
baby,
the criticism,
like,
then he gets mad when he gets it.
I don't gotta like your shit, motherfucker. Like, I don't gotta like it.
Yeah, hey. Shine's out in store right now.
I don't gotta like your shit, man.
Shine's out in store right now. Go on your Google Play.
I'm rocking with Mick Jenkins, man. Fuck Wale.
Hey. Shine's in store. Shine's in stores right now on your Google Play.
Forget about Shine. Go cop that new Smino. Go cop that new Smino, man. Ain't nobody showing love on my Black King. Go cop that new Smino. You know, drink more water. Go get that Mick Jenkins, man. Get your water intake up, man. Fuck Wale.
So that's it.
I'd rather listen to Big Sean monotone behind than to listen to Wale.
That's gonna be on another podcast. We're gonna talk about that. But song of the week. You got a song of the week?
I don't have a song of the week. Let me.
All right. Well, you don't gotta get your joint on yet, cause I don't got my song of the week neither, and my phone on 10%. So all you gotta do, text me your song of the week, and we're gonna get this show on. I'm gonna edit it into it. You know what I mean? Pro Tools, all that kind of shit.
Right.
I might go to Wyoming or I might go to my basement and finish. I'm gonna start podcasting from a different state. That's what I'm about to do. Chris is podcaster in the building. If this works for Kanye, I'm podcasting. I'm podcasting in my backyard in the tent. Roll right. But this is Fake Hair Podcast, episode 5 or 4 or 6. I don't fucking know. It's going to be out tomorrow. But for you don't know when tomorrow is, so that buys me time to put it out. It's your boy 2%, a.k.a. Chris the Podcaster. And you know who we got on here?
Courtney. Thank you for having me again, brother.
No doubt. I mean, like I said, hey, reliability is key. You always there to answer the call. You with it?
Facts.
We're gonna get on some more shit. Next week I kinda wanna get the Lonzo Ball shit, cause that shit keep heating up. I wanna get on and hey, we're gonna see some more shit happening. So, it's always gonna be some shit happening on Instagram. And then I kinda wanted to get into that Diddy fucking sexual assault charge, but I'm not even gonna touch that shit right now. So yeah, we're gonna get into some other shit. More podcasts, more life, more podcasts for your head top. Alright, song of the week's coming up next. I'm gonna edit that shit into it. Thanks for listening. Shine out in albums. Shine out in stores. Bye.